Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs and it's for Saturday the 25th of January 2025. I hope you're doing well. Now, as always, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You might notice these energies affecting you. They could be affecting people around you as well. Leave behind what is no longer you. That lovely letting go that we do, this always comes before a manifestation of something that we want in life. It does feel like the last couple of days in the readings have been leading up to something. Guardian, you're being taken care of by the universe. You know what? Our higher selves are always leading the way, and our guides always leading us in the right direction. Even when the path seems really hard to us, usually the hardest parts, the greatest challenges that we've got are leading to the best things that we want. That's where the major change happens, right? Not so great when we're going through it, but it's great when we get the results from it. Stillness. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. It's like not the calm before the storm, it's like the calm after the storm is what I'm feeling today. Like you've been through the hard thing, you've learned something from it, and it's like, whew, I can see why I needed to go through that. I can see why I needed to let go of this thing. Leave behind what is no longer you. And that means what doesn't serve you, what doesn't make you feel good. Leave it behind now. Or accept it, as we were talking about yesterday. 9 of Cups. Wow, this is your wishes coming true. You see the lightness in this energy, right? The heart is so light now. It's like, oh, it's a relief and it's a release and it's like, yay. It's the reward after the hard work. The moon. Deeply emotional as well. It's the depth of emotion. And I don't mean like intense emotions by that. I mean when life starts making sense and you feel the universe is on your side, that depth of emotion, that depth of connection, you know, that feeling of connection. Sometimes we get it in a really good meditation, right? And sometimes we get it just because there's signs about and the universe is feeling magical and on our side. Sometimes we feel it because we're receiving a lot and people around us are loving us. That depth of feeling, that's what I'm talking about. That's what the moon card is out for today. Then we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is about building something for ourselves for the long term, perhaps family, it could be that, or it could be like business or money stuff. But the 5 of Cups, regrets, 3 of Swords, heartbreak. Regrets over heartbreak. So regrets, you could be realizing how you're breaking your own heart or how you're putting yourself in situations that weren't becoming of you today. There's a definite clarity about today of looking back and like, oh, I get why I needed to go through that. We always see that in hindsight, right? I often remind myself when I'm going through hard things, it's like I'll see the purpose in this, and if perhaps in a few years' time, hopefully in a few weeks' time. But I will. I'll see. That's just messy. That's not cards coming out. That's just me. So the 9 of Cups. Tell me, why is the 9 of Cups here? This lightness of spirit, this feeling like, yay, I've manifested what it is that I wanted. And it feels like a long, hard path to get there. A long, hard path within of inner work. The 9 of Emotions, same card. Double 9 of Cups. Give me more than that, please. It's like, at last I'm through this. Feels like the hero's journey, you know, you've slayed the dragon and you finally got there. The Fool, you can start something new now. You can throw yourself into something now. So if you've been feeling held back, like a lot of challenges, like wading through mud to get where you want to go, like nothing but challenge after challenge after challenge. Like, when will it stop? Well, now is the answer. Now it's going to stop. And you're probably feeling that today. It's a new day. The sun's shining, the wind's dropped. It's been really windy here lately. We've come out of like a pretty horrendous wet season here. I live on a small island in Thailand. Yeah, we had a pretty horrendous wet season this time, massive floods. And then now it's just windy, so windy, it's getting me down. It's dusty, you know, it's dusty all the time. It's getting to my throat and my skin. Anyway, perhaps it's not windy anymore on the day this goes out. The moon, that depth of emotion that I was talking about. And it's good. Oh, the 10 of materials, because something's manifesting now for your long term. Nice. So yeah, you know, I gave all those examples of why you'd feel that depth of emotion of like connectedness. And often it does happen when we start getting the manifestations. It's like, oh, the universe hasn't forgotten me and everything I've been asking for. It is there supporting me. Inner journey. I told you it was the inner journey, and I feel like it's been a long inner journey for a lot of us to get ourselves to this point, the 10 of Pentacles point, where we're building something for ourselves now. The Empress, because we deserve it, because we know, like the Empress is divine feminine energy. What do I even mean by divine feminine or divine masculine energy? I mean when we've done the work on ourselves, yeah, where we have been through this stuff and been on that inner journey to teach ourselves and learn emotional intelligence and wisdom in ourselves, and how to handle ourselves, how to love ourselves, how to deal with the patterns that we've got from the nervous system that we've inherited through all the trauma that we've been in, the subconscious mind that is very fearful because it's been through a lot, and all of these things. We know how to deal with ourselves. We've learned how to be healthy in relationships, how to choose the right people, discern the right people to let into our lives, and how to have boundaries with them, even so, and all of that stuff. That makes the Empress, that makes the divine feminine, right? The divine feminine, she doesn't need to manipulate people emotionally or any of that stuff. She doesn't need to do that stuff. She doesn't, because she's in integrity in herself. She knows what she deserves, and she's full of self-respect, right? 10 of Pentacles, this is why we get ourselves to that point. Nothing can shake us. You can hurl abuse at us, all kinds of things, but it doesn't shake us because we know who we are, right? It's an amazing energy. And it's not that you can't manifest before you get to that energy. It's not that you can't manifest. It's not like you have to be perfect before you can have anything. I'll tell you what it is though. The likes of you and I, we're at a certain level, our souls. We have higher expectations laid on us by the universe, and this is why we're so capable in our lives. We don't get to manifest as easy as the rest, because we're capable of much, much more, and we're here for much, much more too. What's behind that is psychic development and sexual energy. Sexual energy keeps on coming out. It is creative energy and psychic development. It's like that you've known this. What's happening now in your life, you've known that this was coming. 5 of Cups and 3 of Swords, but you can look back and regret the poor choices that you made in your life, and when you didn't have that discernment, when you didn't know about boundaries, when you were picking the wrong kind of people in your life, when you were trusting the wrong kind of people, all that stuff that's broken your heart, and your part in doing it, how you were choosing them or just allowing them to remain in your life. Yeah, you can have regrets and look back. It's good. It's good to have regrets when we look back. That's the way that we learn. But you might sit here now in the present moment and go, well, this is great because I will never do that again. We don't unlearn. You can't forget stuff. Not this stuff. Sometimes we can be fearful. Oh no, what if I fall back in my old patterns? It's like, no, you don't forget. You don't forget. Not this kind of stuff you don't forget. You don't go through all of these lessons and then forget. So, 7 of emotions, confusion about choices, but strength. You're strong enough now. So in other words, you don't need to know it all, and you don't need to be perfect, but you're strong enough to handle anything now. In other words, you can make another poor choice. Not a problem, but you know what you'll do this time is you'll realize sooner rather than later that was a poor choice. It's like, this is someone that I shouldn't have trusted, you know? And you will, there's a saying in Japan, I think it is, that if you've got on the wrong train, get off as soon as you can. It's something like that. I probably butchered it, but we just figure it out sooner. It's like, you're not going to repel narcissists, and perhaps you're going to choose another narcissist as well, but you're going to notice sooner, and you're going to Wonder Woman bracelets, cut it out, draw a boundary, go, no more. I'm done, you know. As soon as you notice it, you'll do that. We don't work on ourselves in order to trust the world more and trust everyone more. We work on ourselves to trust ourselves more and know that we can handle anything that comes along, because we will handle it better. We'll handle it sooner, we'll handle it better, with better boundaries, with more emotional intelligence, with more intelligence overall, with more wisdom of knowing ourselves. Because growth is behind that, because we've grown, yay. And we take it all with us. Everything that we've learned, everything that we've become, we take it with us. It's a part of our soul, and we take it with us into the next lifetime too. So it's not lost. You know, one reason I'm into health and fitness. If you don't know, I'm a kickboxer. I'm really into health and fitness and longevity as well. I'm 53 years old, and I've honestly never felt better, fitter or stronger than I am now. But one reason I'm really into longevity is because I spent the first 47 of my years of my life having to overcome severe trauma. It took me that long. Life has only just got good now. I'm going to stick around and enjoy it. There's no way. Because all I can think is, like, imagine like doing all of this healing work and then like dying and having to do it all over again. Oh no, I'm going to stick around for a while and enjoy it. What about our love lives? We've got trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Isn't that interesting after everything that I've been saying? So transformation in your love life occurs through acceptance, and it's trusting yourself and accepting yourself that your love life will turn around. Because you don't need to choose the right person. I used to think that. I used to want to know beforehand if that person is going to be right for me, and I don't think that anymore. I want to get involved with that person and find out who they are and trust myself in choosing them and seeing who they are and discerning whether they're the right person for me. I don't need to know beforehand. I can get to know them. I can get involved with that person and trust myself now that when I see, oh, this isn't right for me, I can distance myself instead of clinging to them like old traumatized me used to do and all of that stuff. It's about self-acceptance and self-trust. What else in our love lives? I hope this is resonating with a lot of you. I hope you're with me on this. I hope you've been doing the inner healing. Stick around on this channel if you haven't, because you will with the guides. They'll let you know. They'll let you know what to think about. Of course, you can get sessions with me as well. behealing.com. Take inspired action in your love life. So there might be someone that you want to get to know. You might want to trust yourself in getting to know them. What else? You're daydreaming, you're fantasizing about your love life. That's one thing I'm trying not to do now in my love life. It's very difficult though. For me not to get in that fantasy. I can have a full relationship in my mind. Really, I can meet someone, I'm attracted to them, and then I can do it in my mind. I try and stop myself because I don't want to generate those feelings that aren't real in my internal world anymore. I don't want to develop a connection with someone in my mind and in my being, in my hormones and everything. I don't want to generate that because that's false. I need to get to know them as a person so I can be rational about it before I get into that fantasy. We've got commitment here and caution. So yeah, be careful of fantasizing about commitment. I tell you, you don't want to do it. If you fantasize about a relationship or about somebody, yeah, it's like getting high off them. But what you're doing is you're developing oxytocin. You're developing the hormone inside of yourself that will have a connection with that person, will get you drawn to that person, same as sex does as well. And do you really want to do that before you figured out whether they're the right person for you? I would delay sex. I would delay the whole fantasy thing until you really know them. And then when there is a strong choice of a yes, I want to actually get romantically involved with this person because they're a good choice as far as I know for me, which might take you a few months or a few weeks, whatever, then do those things, then fantasize, then get into bed with them, you know. But I would be very wary, you know, because of doing those things, because we get connected. Oxytocin gets us connected with people, and if they're not good for you, then you know what it's like. We've all been there. It's hard to break that connection. Manipulation, withdrawal, and risk. So taking a risk to move towards somebody, to get to know them, but Manipulation and withdrawal. As soon as control comes up, manipulation, anything like that, gaslighting, you know what those things are. As soon as you see them, no more excuse. You don't make excuses for them. You withdraw. You're like, this is not good for me. And you don't respond to the messages. You don't accept breadcrumbs from them anymore, or a little bit of attention from them, or anything like that. Do what's best for you. But it keeps on coming out. That chair filled. Every day it comes out. Someone new is entering your life. A butterfly, a change for the better. Wow. Romance is in the air. Won't focus. And a teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex too. Romance and friendships. What could be better than that? Money. And food, right? I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out. So think of a yes or no answer question. But this is just a bit of fun because it's a general reading, not a personal one. If you do want a personal reading, they're available from our website, behealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. Get my readings out within 24 hours, all different kinds on there, from one question readings, which I generally get out within a few hours if I'm awake. But yeah, the longer readings might take me a little bit longer. Check it out. Book yourself in. How best to deal with these energies today? It's not these cards. Sorry, I'm going to have to go again. I was getting absolutely nothing from them. How best to deal with these energies today, please? That's better. Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a very strong message. Your energy is for you and your life. It's not, you don't owe it to anyone else. It's not to give away to anyone else. Your love is your own. It's in you. You choose who you love, and you choose who you'll let in to love you as well. Your energy is your own. It's not to be squandered or given out to other people. You're not here owing anyone else. Your gifts are for you. It took me a long time to learn that too, because I used to think that this gift, I should be helping everyone with it. So disempowering for me personally when I thought that. I used to give way too much, almost like I was a charity, but like nobody was giving to me. It was weird. Anyway, I honor my gifts now, and I know that they're for me, right? And I love sharing them with other people too. But I no longer feel like I owe that it's my job. It is my job, it's my work. But you know, it's just different. It's a different approach, and you're being guided to do the same thing. It's like your energy is your own. So owing nobody, it's for you and your experience in this lifetime. It's your life. You just get this one. Well, you're going to get some more as well, but you know, you've got this one, and so make the most of it. You're not here to be a slave or to give it to anyone else. It's for you. So make good choices for yourself and make this life into the one that you truly want to live, with the experiences that you want and all the love and all the abundance that you want in it. Think of a yes or no answer question now. Your answer is no, says the ruby. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment as well. I do love hearing from you. And consider clicking that join button on YouTube down there. Be part of my membership. Support me with my channel. You get invited along to those members only lives. And if you're on Rumble, then I'll probably be doing some lives on there as well. Would love to connect with you on those. Well, have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.